Hi and welcome to Let's Talk eBay with Rich Pasini. Today is August 9th, 2019. Thank you for tuning in. I just want to start off by saying thank you to all the new subscribers who recently subscribed to my channel. I hope you like the content and you come back for more. Today I got some windows open up, so let's get right to it. Okay, for all the new subscribers, I just want to give you a little heads up. I do not read everything verbatim. I will give you the URL as to where I got the information from, and the rest is up to you if you like to pick up where I left off. So the URL for this one here is www.tamebay.com, and the title is New Mandatory eBay Item Specifics for October 2019 Announced. This story was published August 8th, 2019 by Chris Dawson. It goes on to say here, eBay has given sellers the promised 8-week notice that the new mandatory eBay item specifics will be introduced this autumn. The effective date is the 8th of October, and 4 categories will be affected. Excuse me. eBay are now routinely giving 8 weeks of notice of new mandatory item specifics due to sellers' input that they needed more time to prepare. Check the list below to see if your products will be affected, and if they are, start gathering the data you need to complete the new mandatory item specifics. Excuse me, folks. It goes on here. Categories requiring new mandatory eBay item specifics: home and furniture and do-it-yourself, clothing, shoes and accessories, jewelry and watches, toys and games. So if these items here or categories are going to be affecting you, you might want to check into it. Okay, so look into it if you get a chance. I'll read a little more into it, and then I'm going to go to the next page because you can see up there I do have some windows open up. So it says edit now or wait until you are forced to edit. We know many sellers take a wait and see attitude and will only edit their listings when they have to, either to add a new stock to an existing listing or to launch a new product. Due to the popular demand, good till canceled listings will continue to renew until canceled, without mandatory item specifics being added. However, sellers do this could very well start missing out on sales according to eBay stats. They say it's worth your time and adding the new mandatory item specifics to all your listings as soon as possible. Okay, so again, folks, keep up with this stuff here. I included because I do sell on eBay as well. You know, you want to stay ahead of the curve, so to speak. So you might want to check it out. Just reading a little of the highlights over here. I'm not going to read much into it. Like I said, I'll scroll down and you guys could, pause the video if you like to read it, unless you want to go to the website itself. If there are any active hyperlinks, you will need to go directly to the website to read what those active hyperlinks are to get you to the next window. But this one here says use OptiSeller for free until end of December. Okay. Benefits of using item specifics according to eBay. Okay. Category detail for new mandatory eBay item specifics. And here they got a little chart over here. It says over here, clothing and shoes, accessories, men's clothing, leaf categories, aspect per category, or whatever. And you can read the rest of this here. Like I said, I'm going to scroll down. And you guys, like I said, again, you can pause the video if you like. I think there's not very much on there. Oh, some comments, it looks like, I believe, right? Yeah, I believe that's what it is. And if you want to have your say, you could also leave a comment there and you could send it off. They do want you, they want your name and they want an email required. All right, and if you have a website, whatever. But you can have your say in this here. Okay, so that's basically the bottom end. And then you would submit it. And also, if you want to be notified on the following comments by email, that's why they want the email. Before you hit the submit button, hit this here, notify me of following comments via email. Okay, so check this out. And this is good information, and if you are an eBay seller like I am, this may be very important to you. Okay, let's close this window out and go to the next one here. Let's see. Oh wait, did I click out the wrong one here? I think I clicked out the wrong one. No, I didn't. All right. Let me click this one out. I'm sorry, I'm going back and forth, folks. I apologize. We'll stick with the TameBay ones first. Okay, this one here again is from tamebay.com. I gave you a URL earlier. So this one here was posted August 7, 2019. Biggest Amazon fraud ever in EU discovered. This is by Chris Dawson as well. It says the biggest Amazon fraud ever discovered in the EU has been uncovered, reportedly costing company 330,000. Well, in the UK it's pounds, and lost product. The scam was a simplicity in itself, which as to order high-value goods for such as iPhones from Amazon, weighing the box, removing the package, removing the retail packaging, and fill it with dirt and return it and keeping the goods. So successful was the scam that the perpetrators, James and his mate Juan, even set up a limited company to sell their stolen goods. That's terrible. And all of which are sold without retail packaging. Again, folks, I know this deals with the EU. Just be careful. I heard about these things going on where the people will buy stuff like this, and they do that there. This is not the first time. I heard the story once before. I don't know if I did. I may have done on a reseller news. I might have talked about this here, but I don't recall. Like I said, I got quite a bit of videos out there, so it's hard for me to remember which video it would have been in, but I'm quite sure I did a story about this once before. But yes, this is the thing. This is what goes on here. They when they get the item, they weigh it up with the item in it. Let's say in this case an iPhone, and then they will, remember. Of course, they're gonna, remember the weight of it and fill it up with dirt and then send it back, and they keep the thing. It's a scam. It's been. You got to be careful though. That's why when you're selling stuff like this, iPhones, jewelry, laptops or stuff like that, high-end electronics, I tell people, my other videos, that if you're going to do that, not only do you want the delivery confirmation there, you also want to have a signature delivery confirmation, or signature confirmation, where they have to physically sign for it. You know what I'm saying? But the best thing to do to protect yourself in a case like that is take a picture of the item in the box itself, and then maybe sealed, whatever, and then ship it off. But anything with iPhones, jewelry, watches, like I said again, high-end electronics, if you're going to selling a laptop. But you have to have kind of like a threshold on it, right? For example, anything up to $100 or over $100, offer a signature delivery confirmation, that where someone's got to physically sign for it, and just pay that into your shipping costs. That's all. Well, let's say it's $3, so you just add it into your shipping handling costs, But a little peace of mind, you know what I'm saying? Because when these people try to scam you, at least if you had it, you say, well, somebody signed for it. Like, especially if they say they never received it, you could always have proof and say, well, somebody signed for it, so the item was delivered, And if you take a picture of the item in the box, and maybe with the shipping address going to that person. I'm not saying to go through this all the time. It depends, especially if you got burnt. If you ever got burnt before like that there, where you had a situation like this where you got something scammed out of it, you might want to take those precautions. It's going to protect you in the long run. And in the meantime, hopefully if you have that information and you do that, you go that extra mile protecting yourself. In the end, hopefully it will be an open and shut case with eBay. You know what I'm saying? So plus they got the seller protection too. They also got the buyer protection, but in this case, you would hope the seller protection would come into place. But anyway, guys, keep that in mind. This story here is again from Tamebay. Here's the company right here, and the story if you want to pick up and read it. As a matter of fact, let me say I didn't even scroll all the way down here. I'm sorry, folks. There's not probably really much to read. No, there's not really much here. Okay, I'll just leave the comments here. Again, if you want to read this, the comments, and you want to read a little more into this, folks, just pause the video and you can, if you don't want to go to the website itself. So that's why I'll do it this way for now, because I don't know, maybe you guys don't have the time, whatever. But again, remember, if you want to, have your say to it, just remember to fill this information out here. Okay. All right. So let's go back here. All right, I'm going to try to keep this short and sweet, folks. I know you're busy and you probably don't have the time to, hang out and listen to me for a half hour or whatever. Now, I don't know this one here. I know it looks like it's kind of familiar to see it. I don't think it is. Okay. Well, actually, it is. I think they did it a little different here. Item-specific tools. I'm just looking over you, folks, really quick. This one came out today, actually, August 9th. Yeah, it's the same. Oh, this is a little different here now. Okay. All right. Let me read a little more into this, folks. The website's same thing. I'm sorry, guys. It's upcoming. The title is Upcoming eBay Tools to Automate Item Specific for Sellers. Again, this came out August 9th. Today, actually came out today, 2019, by Chris Dawson. And it goes on to say over here, with this week's announcement of the eBay mandating more item specifics from the coming October in the home and furniture, do-it-yourself clothing, shoes and accessories, jewelry and watches, and toys and games categories, it's welcome news that the new tools are being created to make completing eBay attributes, easier to automate item specifics where possible. And that's at eBay Open, and already live to percentage of sellers in the US eBay are starting to automatically populate the item specifics based on the titles that sellers enter. Today we were able to reveal the screenshots of what the tool will look like when it becomes available to you. It's a little different. I know it's kind of like almost the same as the own, but I guess they updated here. It says automate item specifics on eBay. For example, the image of the title is a large beige Forks fur luxury fleece blanket throw, and from this, eBay will be able to identify 4 main item specifics and automatically update them. And it's going to be type throw blanket, color beige, theme luxury, material Forks fur. Okay, and this is what it's going to look like. Okay, well, it's very small, folks. Sorry about that. It's not me, it's the website. Okay, you can read a little more into this here. I'm not going to get too much into it, guys. I'm going to scroll down here. I know, I'm sorry, but this is there on their website, not mine. So you could check it out for yourself. Okay, and then you could read the highlight over here. What about third-party tools? Okay, all right, and that's basically it. Okay, so yeah, you could check this out, guys. Sorry about the small print. It's not mine. All right, so we're going to move right along. And again, that was from tamebay.com. Okay, what is the next one over here? We'll close this window out. There we go. My computer's running slow, folks. I'm sorry about that. And what is coming over here? I can see the little thing scroll. There we go. Delivery wars are heating up again. Amazon announces new plan. If you're going to a plan you're going to love. I don't know about that. Anyway, it goes on to say, let's face it. Sometimes it's risky. It's risky. That's, oh yeah. Let me give you the URL for this one. This is kimcommando.com. Okay. What do you call it there? Yeah, let me give you the URL. It's www.commando.com. Okay, and the title over here, as you can see here, we just went through it. Delivery wars heating up again. Amazon announces new plan you're gonna love. Okay, and again, when did this story come out? I think it did come out today, right? Oh, actually, what's this? June 28th. Okay, June 28th, 2019. Oh, well, I don't know. I just got it today as an email alert, so Google alert. So I figured let me just share it with you guys. It just says over here, let's face it, sometimes it's risky to have packages delivered to your home if you're not there to receive them. You're seeing the home surveillance videos of strangers, and sometimes, what do you call it there? I'm saying over here, I'm sorry. Bear with me 1 second here, folks. All right, I keep getting these messages on my iPad. I do apologize. It goes over here to say, yeah, and home surveillance videos of strangers and sometimes even neighbors grabbing your package left on your doorstep. Well, I'm not going to read too much into this here, but it says over here, to protect against such thefts, Amazon really has a locker service operating in more than 100 cities and towns across the nation where consumers can pick up their packages. Amazon Locker Service kiosks also can be used to return packages. This is a nice thing they're offering, I guess. I mean, you know, depending where they're going to be putting these things. But it goes on to say over here, just a highlighted part, Amazon partners with brick and mortar retailer for customer convenience. Okay, and I thought I read something where they're going to do something. Is it going to be a Kohl? I'm not sure. Kohl's stores. You're going to have to read a little more into this here, folks. I'm not going to get too much into it. It says, oh yeah, right here, related. Drop off Amazon returns at Kohl's. Yeah, that's a department store, so you can check that out as well. I'm not going to get too much into this, folks. I got one more open up here. I wonder if that's the same one. Yeah, let me just scroll down here so you guys could read this here if you like. Okay. And I do like sharing information with you guys. That's why I do this here. So I hope you guys get a takeaway from it. It looks like that's basically it, folks. Not too much here. Then you got the next story here. Okay, well, we're not going to read the next story. But for those of you who are interested, if you are an Amazon seller, or let's say you buy exclusively from Amazon, this information might be interesting to you. And this is from the website, the Kim Commando Show. She has a lot of good information too. If you ever want to check out her website, you know, she also has like a show there too. You could also check it out on YouTube as well. Again, I don't have any affiliate links. I'm just throwing it out there, folks, like I always do. I like to share information with people, and if you guys get a takeaway from it, if it's helpful to you in any way, I hope you do appreciate it. You know, I do take the time to do these videos and stuff, and I try to pick and choose things that may be of interest to you guys. So I do hope, again, the information I provide helps out in some way. Even if it's a little way, if you get a little takeaway from it, that's good, At least it keeps you kind of like in the loop, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, you can read the rest of the story if you like. And we're going to close out this window and go to the next one and see. It might be the same one. I'm not sure, folks. I'm going to close this one out here. Let's see. Is it going to close out? My computer's been really acting up lately. I don't know why. All right, let me just see if I could just jump right over here to it. I'm sorry, guys. Basically, this is like the same thing from Commando Show. Okay. Okay. I don't know. Are they going to have these little robots delivering things? This ought to be interesting. This looks like a different one here, folks. Let's see what this is all about. Let me move up to the title here if I can. I'm using Google Chrome over here. It seems to be not going. Yeah, it says over here, this one came out today, August 9, 2019. Amazon's delivery robots are hitting the road. Oh, jeez. Gotta hand it to him. You gotta hand it to good old Bezos. He's always got that mind going. Look at this little thing. Could you imagine this thing rolling down the street? Oh my gosh. I don't know, whatever. Hey, if it works, right? Let's read a little into us here. If I can move my mouse cursor. Okay. It says big things are in the works at Amazon headquarters. Not only has the company vastly expanded its infrastructure in the recent years, but it has also been steadily building an army of delivery robots to prepare for the real world deployment. It may sound like a science fiction concept, but Amazon pledges to make its vision of drone delivery reality in the coming year. Well, I remember seeing stories about that. I don't know if I did a story about that. I know they had the drone thing going on. I think it was since last year. And it looks like he's got something else in the hopper over here. And it says, and to kick off with its robot revolution, Amazon is releasing slave delivery drones into the wild. Unlike the previously revealed area robots, these six-wheeled drones move by land and are already navigating neighborhoods to deliver packages to excited prime customers. Let me ask you a question. Now, these things, I'm just throwing this out there, folks. I could be totally wrong, but if somebody sees these things, depending what areas they're putting these in, you think these things ain't going to be picked up? All right, if they have cameras and sensors on them, stuff like that, they'll probably have tracking devices in their GPS built in them. I mean, don't you think people might be picking these things up and stealing them and stuff like that, And how are you going to get it? Does it have a key, or is it going to be? Is it going to have like a central locking system from the headquarters or something like that to open this particular item up? To get your package, whatever it is. Can't be too big, apparently. It's got to be something really small. And I wonder how far these things going to be traveling and where they're going to be docked. Like what happens to them? Is there some kind of dispatching area where they go back and they, drop themselves off? I wonder how that's going to work. I don't know. This ought to be interesting, but I wanted to share it with you guys. I thought maybe you guys would be interested. So I'm going to scroll down here if I can get my computer's holding up again. I'm sorry. Let's see if I can move it down here again, and you guys can read the rest. There's probably not much to read here. Amazon Scout. I'm just going to read the highlights. Amazon Scout on the move in California. Okay. Just like we said before, it says over here, just briefly, it says a new press release. Amazon announced that it has officially begun deploying its land-based Scout drones to select customers in Irvine, California. According to the company, only a small amount of these six-wheeled robots are patrolling neighborhoods. Well, it ought to be interesting. I have to honestly say, folks, it ought to be interesting. And that says, what's next? Eyes in the skies. We know that he's going to do things with drones, say over here. It says, now that Amazon has proven the ground-based drone delivery is feasible, it's turning its eyes to the sky as it continues to perfect the aerial drone program. In previous stories, we've discussed Amazon's design for durable drones that are capable of vertical takeoff and landing. But an unexpected development in Alaska may spur the program ahead quicker than we expected. Okay, the Federal Aviation Administration announced it has recently approved the first civilian drone flight that goes beyond the pilot's line of sight. I don't know how that's going to work. I was reading something. No, it actually was on the website where somebody was saying, excuse me, I was watching this YouTube guy, and he was talking about, I think it's in Canada, where they want people that have drones to take a class and stuff like that. and they have certain flight restrictions, areas where you can fly the thing and areas you can't. I don't know how this is going to go over, because, like I said again, you got to be careful depending on the altitude they're flying at. I'm sure they're not going to fly, as high as an airplane, the jets. But well, we'll see how that goes. I don't know. I mean, to be honest with you, I'm a little leery on that there. I mean, I wish the guy all the best, but you got to be careful with these things. I know they have drone pilot, drone schools where, you could be, you could sign up to be a drone pilot. And the cost is not too bad. They have them there if people are interested in getting their drone license. They all range in different prices. I was looking into it, but right now I don't have a drone. And if I ever do get something like that, I'm not going to get one that's going to be, that's going to be that big. Where I think it works where you're going to need a drone license depending on the weight and the size of the drone itself. If it's like I think a small handheld one, I don't know if you need it, but don't hold me to it. But right now, like I said, I'm not really into that just yet. But if I ever do decide to get a drone, and I will, give you guys a heads up on it. But anyway, folks, I want to close this video out. I don't know how long it is. I'm sorry, my computer's been really lagging. So with that, I'm going to bump out of the screen and close out this video. Well, that concludes Let's Talk eBay. If you got a takeaway from it, folks, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share. And if you want to be updated as to when I post out new videos, please hit that bell notification icon. My name is Rich Pasini. Until next time, bye-bye now.